So the picture of people swimming in movies began to engulf my vision. Like I could actually start swimming by myself without getting any coaching from nobody. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aryma in the building. Well, if this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. But if you're a returning viewer, hey girl, what's goody? It's your favorite girl on the microphone. Period. You know the vibes. Woo! Well, I'm so excited to be here once more. I've missed you guys so much, and I hope you missed me too. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about my first swimming experience, or my first drowning experience that I never told my parents about. Yes, my first swimming experience was also my first drowning experience. God, I was so lucky I didn't die. I mean, I'm here with you guys. So this is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be sharing with you all my experience. That's the first experience I had, the first day I got into a pool. And guys, as dramatic as it was quite scary. So if this is the kind of topic or the kind of discussion you want to listen to, please kindly sit back, relax, and enjoy. Also, if you eventually end up loving the video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit on the bell notification so you get notified when I upload a new video on my channel. So while you sit back, let's dive into it, guys. Woo! My first swimming experience was dated all the way back in the year 2016, yeah. And each time I remember this experience, I simply just laugh at myself and say, movies, look what you've made me do. Seriously, because everything that happened on that particular day was because of all the movies I've been seeing, and I felt like I could actually do it for myself, but it was quite scary when I eventually did. Okay, let's go back to 2016. In the year 2016, at the time I just got into college. Yeah, I just came into the university. But I think I got admission in the year 2015 December. But because of the Christmas holidays, I had to wait till the new year, that was 2016, to arrive into school. So in the year 2016, I came to school and I was quite excited, perplexed, every single thing, just name it. So I got into school and I was staying with my sister, my immediate elder sister, Cheta. Cheta was in her 200 level at the time. So we both stayed in the same hostel. It took some time before I was able to adjust to the whole environment and more likely blend in. You understand? I guess you all understand the whole excitement when you go into a new environment. Cheta, who is the outgoing type, would always go out and leave me behind in the hostel because I was still trying to adjust. I had to like prepare everything, go for registration. It got to a point it started getting boring for me. It was still January, that 2016. And Chita would go out with her friend. She had this particular friend, Mary Queen, and people would literally mistake Mary Queen for our sister because she is so fair. This is a picture of myself, Cheta, and Mary Queen doing my matriculation. So even on my matriculation, the people literally mistook Mary Queen for our sister because we, as light skinned as we are, she's also light skinned and every other thing. Just that she doesn't have the same eyes, like, oh, she had a darker eye color. Days passed, but we're still in that January 2016, Then my other brother called Cheta and I that we should get ready, and he was gonna take us out, maybe just to cool off because my head was already hot at the time, hot-headed. I've been going through an registration stress and everything, so I needed the whole excitement. So my other brother called and was like, we should get ready, that he was gonna take myself and Cheta out for, let's say, just a little trip or something, just to have fun. And me, I was so happy. I was seriously very, very happy because I haven't really had enough time to go out and have fun since I got to the university. And my other brother at the time, he was in his 400 level, and he was the Mr. Ansu of my school. You know, like when the school organizes a pageantry show and every student who registers to be a contestant for the pageantry is given the opportunity to participate. Yeah, he actually ended up being the winner and became the Mr. Ansu of my school. And I could remember very well how people, when they see my sister and I, they're like, "Are you Mr. Ansu sisters?" And we're gonna be like, "Yeah, we are primary sisters." And they're like, "Oh, you guys are so beautiful," probably to get his attention or something. Anyways, back to my topic. So he called us and told us that we should get ready and we should come over to his apartment, which was the place he was staying in while he was in school at the time. And when we get there, we should call him and let him know that we're there. So we actually got dressed, myself, Cheta, and her friend Mary Queen. We all got dressed and we're so happy. I was the happiest girl on earth that day because that was gonna be my first swimming experience. I have never been in a proper pool, or I haven't gone swimming at the time, so that was gonna be my first swimming experience ever. So you could imagine how excited I would be at the time. Imagine doing something for the first time. It's just like someone telling you, "Get ready, pack your bags, I'm taking you to Dubai," and you know you haven't been to Dubai before. I was very happy, no doubt. Myself, Cheta, and Mary Queen, who was the one people actually thought she was our sister, we arrived at my brother's place. He was with his friend at the time, his close friend at the time, so we were actually 5 in number. So all 5 of us went to this hotel in Oka because it had a pool and it was actually quite big and preferably better for swimming and having fun. So when we arrived at the venue, my brother did all the payments. Me, I was still a little girl at the time and I had no money on me. The goal was just to go swimming and have fun. That was just the goal for the day. And on seeing the pool, I became even more excited, agitated, name it. I was so happy. So I was so eager and thrilled to even want to dive in. And my sister, she saw the excitement on my face and she was like, babe, calm down now. Not like, she didn't say babe though, but she was like, ma, calm down now. Like, you're so excited. I'm like you don't even know what's happening. That was what I was telling her at the time. Like, I haven't gone swimming before. This is my first time. I was so happy. She's like, calm down, you're gonna enjoy yourself. Okay, let's get into it. I really can't wait, and I couldn't wait. So Mary Queen, Cheta, and I, we all changed and we were set to go into the pool. Then my other brother and his friend stayed back at the bar because they're actually having some drinks and every other thing. You know what guys do, because they didn't want to swim at the time. They didn't want to swim even. They just wanted to take us out to have fun. So we went into the pool in the order of more experience to no experience. That is from Mary Queen to Cheta and to me, because I had literally no experience. Mary Queen was like a pro. She could swim 6 feet. Cheta was good at 4 feet and she could actually just stretch her feet into 6 feet and run back to 4 feet. But me, I was a total novice. I didn't really know any single thing about swimming. No experience at all. Zero. So I finally got into the pool, although it was the 4 feet side of the pool. So Mary Queen and Cheta at the time were already having fun in the pool, swimming from one end to the other, while I was just at one corner of the pool. Held myself to the handrail of the pool just so I don't slide through. It was then it occurred to me that, man, there are forces beyond your control. There are forces beyond your control, for real. In my head, I was already imagining myself swimming. I was seeing myself swimming already. The whole picture of people swimming in movies began to engulf my vision. So I could actually start swimming by myself without getting any coaching from nobody. So I was like, Ma, you can do this. You can do this. God, that was when the whole thing started. I mean, I haven't even tried to, you know, hold myself to the handrail just to move around the water. I just wanted to start swimming like a pro. I mean, who starts swimming without even getting a single coaching from nobody? Like on the first day, I'm not a pro. I mean, I have no experience, so I'm still asking myself, Aryma, what got into your head? What made you try to swim without anybody around, or without actually getting a coaching from nobody? It doesn't actually sit well with me right now. Like, thinking about everything, it doesn't really sit well with me at all. The big moment happened. Ha! Aryma, Nnedimma, or whatever you all call me. What happened to you? I can't really tell if it was the breaststroke or the butterfly kind of swimming, but I was so certain it wasn't the backstroke. Yeah, because I could actually see myself diving. You know, when you're already in the pool, right? But then you're like, you can do this. You just want to start swimming. So that was the whole thing that happened. The next thing I could remember was my head going into the water with my feet coming out of the water. Do you understand? That is me tumbling. So like I was tumbling into the water. The upper part of my body was already going into the water, and the lower part of my body was at the top. Do you know when people tell you that struggling and water, they don't actually correlate? They don't correlate at all. So when you're struggling in the water, it's even giving the water more energy to like take control over you. So I didn't really know any of the tactics that applied to swimming in water. So the fact that my head was already inside the water, I was scared. Exactly, that is another thing. Do not be scared when you are in water, because when you're scared, it's actually going to make you struggle. And when you're struggling, it gives the water the power over you to control you. So me seeing my head going into the water, I myself, you cannot breathe inside the water. I started struggling, trying to get my balance again. But it was then it dawned on me that, babe, you are actually drowning, you know. So when that thought got into my head, I even became more frightened and started to struggle even more. And I saw myself sinking. The whole memory, or the whole scene actually flashing back to me is like, God, this is how I'm going to that. What are they going to tell my parents? Because I am just a fresher, like a fresh student in school. I don't want to be one of those students that just come into school and they're gonna start seeing stories about a student that came into school in the first month of her being in school. You know, stories like that, but I ain't gonna be our portion. Amen. So like, I didn't know. I was scared because I knew at the time that my sister and Mary Queen, they're already having fun, like at the other side of the pool, and I was just trying to do my thing myself. Guys, please, when you go to pool for the first time, do not try to do any form of swimming on your own. I beg of you, please. You're never gonna love the experience, especially if you're not an experienced swimmer. Seriously. So when the whole stuff was happening and the whole struggle with me and the water was happening, I was scared because I knew my sister and her friend, they're having their fun, and I thought at the time that, who's gonna save me? Because there's nobody that's gonna save me. Is this how I'm gonna die? Then I didn't know that my sister Cheta actually saw what was happening to me, and she knew that this girl, she's a novice, so she do not know anything about the pool, how much more swimming. So when she saw me in that position, it dawned on her that this girl is drowning. So she quickly came to the rescue and grabbed me. The next moment I saw my head up, I quickly, like my head above the water, that is it. So the next moment I saw my head above the water, I quickly grabbed my sister. You know the whole the scene where like you're lifting a child up and they have their feet wrapped around your waist and their hands and their head wrapped around your shoulder. So while we are still in the pool, that was the whole thing that happened. I quickly wrapped my feet around my sister's waist and got my hands and my head wrapped around her shoulders. Like, thank you. That was like that was one of the happiest time of me seeing my sister again. Like, thank you. I was literally crying. It was like tears was coming out of my head, and she was like, are you okay? Yeah, she was like, are you okay? I'm like, I was just trying to get my breath back again, because it wasn't a pleasant or a nice experience. Trust me, it was the worst experience, more like one of the worst experiences of my life, because I never ever want to be in such situation again. So the time I was already out of the water was when my elder brother was actually getting to the scene, because it's more like they saw what was happening. They actually rushed down to the scene, himself and his friend, and like, are you okay, and after asking if I was okay, and I'm like, yes, I'm fine. That was when he started scolding. I was like, what is wrong with you? Do you want to get yourself killed? Do you want to put me in trouble? I know what was going to happen if anything had happened to me at the time. Trust me, trust my dad. My dad is not like that kind of person that like he's going to scold. Like, what made you take her to school? This was the first, what made you take her to the pool? This was her first month in school. What made you take her? And thank God nothing happened. Thankfully, thank God nothing happened, because it's not this kind of story you want to like tell anybody that happened to your sister. So after scolding, he was like, get out of the pool right now. And I was like, but I still want to swim. I'm not going to try that anymore. And he was like, Cheta, put your eyes on her. That kind of thing. Be very careful. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be careful. So when he left, Cheta stared at me and we both burst into laughter. Like, we actually laughing at the whole experience, because she was like, look how your leg was swimming at the top of the pool. She was like, okay, you really want to learn how to swim. That was when she got my attention, and she was actually my first coach, like my first swimming tutor. So she actually taught me the little I could learn. That very day I could actually see myself moving from one end of the, still in the 4 feet though. I'm not gonna try to go to 6 feet. Even right now I still don't try to go to 6 feet. I must stay where you can actually handle. No go they do pass yourself. But now we are not a perfect swimmer, but we'll raise fishes and we'll fight sharks. Feels good. Don't mind me, oh. No go they do pass yourself. So, but I can actually swim better than before. If I could rate myself then and now, I could actually say there's actually been a lot and lots of improvement. Anyways, that was my first experience and my first drowning experience. Mind you, I still haven't told my dad about this experience. I haven't told him about the experience at all. More like I haven't really told anyone that isn't really close to me about the experience. I think just my siblings know about the whole scene that happened. So that was it. That was my first drowning experience and my first swimming experience. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a comment on the comment section explaining your first swimming experience, or if you had kind of like a drowning experience that you got saved from. I would also want to like sharing the story. Do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Do not forget to hit on the bell notification, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. As for now, bye guys. Thank you.